So that's what we're doing. But hi friends, welcome. And while I am doing this quick intro, I'm actually going to be applying a couple of products. But for this Wednesday's video, I wanted to welcome you to my bathroom. Sorry if you can kind of see my toilet. I tried to position this so that you didn't see it, but if you do see it, I don't think you can see it right now, but anyway. So we're in the bathroom and gonna take you through a typical, like, just getting ready with me. I really love beauty. I love beauty products. I love skincare. I love makeup. I'm not by any means like a makeup whiz or guru, but I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate what makeup can do for someone. Not to, sorry, I'm gonna get out my stuff here. Not to like, I'm the person that looks at makeup as a way to enhance your features, not hide them. But I don't ever look at makeup as a way to mask things or hide things. I look at makeup as a way to further enhance your features and your beautiful features, because every woman out there, you know, is beautiful in their own way. And so you should look at makeup as a tool to just enhance your already wonderful features. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna take you through just kind of what my daily makeup routine looks like. It might be a little bit much for some people, but I'll tell you, like, if you wanna skip certain things, you can. And kind of what I do that works for me, that, you know, makes me feel good. So I'm gonna clip my hair back, just this little piece. We're gonna get to work. Before we get started, I'm gonna tell you moisturizing is key. So you saw me earlier in my intro put on some eye cream. This is the Clinique Pep Start cream that I'm just using. I've got a couple others that I'm utilizing. I rotate beauty products, by the way, quite a bit, or skincare products. So I'm just going to moisturize, and this moisturizer is one that I get online. So now that I'm moisturized, I'm gonna go in and I use a primer. You don't have to use a primer if you don't want to use a primer. I have a couple. The two that I have in my little bin right now are, one is drugstore and one is not, but they're both pretty inexpensive depending on what you're looking for. So the first one is by NYX, and it's their Photo Loving Primer. And then I'm also utilizing, and what I'll use today is this No Porcelain Primer. This was I think this is by a Japanese beauty company. I picked this up at Sephora. It was 18 bucks in comparison to the one that I was originally going to get, which was 50. I'm gonna use this, and just one pump on your face is fine. If you're like me and you have really long days, I use primer because I dig it. What I would normally do now is more of a, depending on the foundation look that I'm going for, typically during the work week, I will wear a pretty, like a medium to full coverage foundation, just kind of depending. And I use a couple right now that I'm digging. But for today, we're gonna go a little bit lighter of a look, and I'm gonna use my Maybelline BB Fresh BB Cream. This has an SPF in it. It's a medium sheer tint, so it's gonna be really light coverage, but you can build it a bit. BB creams are great for people who are just starting off in makeup if you don't want to use a full coverage foundation. I like to apply this when I'm running around, when maybe I don't need a full effect or look. I like to apply it to my face and then buff it out. Some people apply it right to their brush and get started. You choose not to utilize primer. I would at least recommend putting on a moisturizer before you apply your foundation. And if you do apply a primer, let it sit for like 30 seconds to a minute to really absorb into your skin. Don't just go applying your foundation right away. So I'm gonna take my flat top brush. This is a really nice dense brush. Again, I am not a beauty guru by any means. Okay, so all I'm doing is just applying, I'm not like really hard on my face. You can stipple it out too if you want, and that just means to kind of pat it a bit. I just kind of really make sure that it's absorbed into my skin. The concealer I'm going to use today is one of my favorites. It's by Tarte. It's their Shape Tape, and I am in Light Sand. This is really light, but I really like a nice light concealer. Like, bring light to my eyes, because I have dark under eyes. Because I don't sleep. Typically don't sleep a lot. And yes, I just pulled it down on my, so I do a triangle under my eye, a little bit under my nose, up my nose, and then I call this the fountain of youth. I just kind of like bring it into a fountain. Do you see that? It's like war paint. My husband comes in the morning, he's like, what are you doing? It's my war paint. And then I just take my beauty blender and I just pat it. Okay, so this is pretty well patted in. Sometimes I'll just take a little bit extra up onto my eyelids because I don't, here's one thing you'll learn about me, I usually don't wear a lot of eye makeup. I do mascara, and that's about it. My eyebrow pomade that I utilize is currently by L'Oreal. It's their Brow Stylist Frame and Set. So I'm just gonna kind of simply comb out my brows. I am not a brow genius. I get my brows looking how I like them to look. I'm not gonna tell you how to do your brows because I don't feel like I'm very good at it. Things. I am also going to do a brow mascara, and I'm using the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Mascara, and this is in Nothing But Brunette. And this is just to kind of help me set my brows because I tend to touch my face a lot during the day, and if I don't set my brows, they'll come right off because I touch my face a lot. Okay, so next, what I'm gonna do is our setting powder. I just take a little bit on my brush, put it in the pan, swirl it around, okay? And I'm going to just swipe under my eyes because I really want that makeup to set down there. What's nice about this setting powder is that it's translucent, so you can't really see it. And if you're an oily person, it's gonna help with the oil. I have combination skin, so it really depends on the time of the year. But for me, this helps my makeup to just stay. You don't have to worry about it. And it's pore blurring too, I'll note that. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of contouring and highlighting, which is probably my favorite part. I learned how to, well, kind of, okay. I'm going to loosely use the term learned because I'm self-taught. Not awesome at it, and I bet some women look at my contour and are like, girl, you need some help, but that's okay. So the contour I'm going to use today is the one I've been using for a while, and it is the Wet n Wild Makeup Stick Contour Stick. Wet n Wild has some really great products. Don't think because it's cheap that it's a cheap product, because this stuff is so creamy and so wonderful, and it's literally $2.99, and a lot of Wet n Wild products are actually cruelty-free, which I'm also a fan of. All right, we're gonna contour. Cheekbone, take up here, kind of by where your cheekbone starts. I used to do it all the way down here. I've set it up a little bit higher because I want my cheekbones to be higher, and you just do a little swipe down. Kind of like you're giving yourself some sideburns, girl. And then on your forehead, I'm gonna do, think of it as like a sun ray. I'm literally drawing on my face right now. I go down on my chin, down here, okay? And then I'm gonna do on my nose, just two little, guys, I know this looks really funny. Looks really funny. But we're darkening, we're just like chiseling out these features a bit. I'm not altering completely the way I look, but we're just kind of enhancing them. Next, I'm gonna take a flat top brush, different than my foundation brush, because I don't wanna blend these two. I use one from Wet n Wild. They have great brushes, by the way, really cheap. And I'm gonna start blending. Contouring, but I'm not going to use it today. I'm going to use this guy, and I just kind of circle, small circles, buff it out. Look at that. Next, what are we doing next? Highlight. It's the Anastasia Glow Kit, and this is the That Glow. But I'm going to go in here with the Sunburst, and I'm going to mix a little bit of dripping in gold. And this is my favorite thing to do. When I learned how to highlight, I was like, give me the highlight, give me all the highlight. I'm gonna go down my nose, or actually on the tip of my nose, just like this. Just kind of bring a little bit of, which is funny, because you go and you matte out your face, and then you go put glow on it, but it's great. A little bit above my lip. Go up here, kind of where my temple, pull it up to my temple and back down. I don't go under my eye, I stop at about right here. Might have gone a little ham sandwich on my nose, so I'm gonna go in with my brush. Blush I'm using right now is another drugstore product. It's by Wet n Wild. I'll tell you, I have many brands that I use. I buy stuff online, I get stuff in Ulta and Sephora. I buy drugstore beauty products. I'm really not like tied to any one brand. There is a brand that I'm utilizing that I had earlier, and that's actually where I got my mascara and where a lot of my skincare came from today, that I'm starting to utilize because I'm testing it to see if it's as good as the products that I get at Sephora and Ulta are, because I get it for much cheaper. But the blush I'm using today is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush, and this is in Mellow Wine. And I'm gonna do the typical blush foundation thing where you smile like with no teeth and you look like a dork, but just bear with me. Whew. Okay, last but not least, I'm gonna put all this stuff away. You'll see my kit still looks just as pretty as it did before. It's nice and awesome. I'm gonna do an eyelash curler because that's important. My eyelashes sit a little, I have what are called hood eyes. So my eyelids have kind of a hooded effect. It almost looks like there's a hood there. They don't come all the way up. Some women's eyes are just, everyone's eyes are so different, and that's what makes this all unique and awesome. So I like to curl my eyelashes just to kind of bring them up. Boom, there you go, pop right up. It's gonna look great. All right, I have to tell you something, because I love this, and I never thought I would replace this for my Dior Iconic mascara, but I have. So I used to use this by Revlon. I have. It's the Say Bella Volume Extreme Length and Lift Mascara. You can't really see it, but it is the bee's freaking knees. This stuff is awesome. So this applicator is nice and soft and fluffy, but it's tapered, and it just applies beautifully to my eyelashes. So I'm gonna do one with and one without and kind of show you the difference. This is with no mascara and this is with mascara. So no mascara here, with mascara. Holy bejeebus. All right, last but not least, I will typically do some sort of lip color. I've really been into lip colors lately, but today I'm just gonna utilize the Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker. This is awesome. This is in Berry Nuff. It's just their Bear. Actually gives you just a little bit of a tingly feeling, but it's just a nice lip gloss. So that is it. That is my go-to look. Granted, this did take me a little bit longer because I was talking you through it. This makeup look typically takes me about 15 minutes, 10 to 15, depending on how much time I'm taking. Makeup is one of those things that for me, I love it. I love playing with it. I love learning about it. I'm not a, I'm not a beauty guru. I'm not a makeup artist, but I really love makeup and how it can just help enhance your features. And so I'll be honest, I was someone that really struggled with makeup for a long time, and I used to use it to kind of cover things up because I didn't really understand what it was used for. And then I feel like I turned, like I was in my late 20s, and I started really understanding makeup a bit more and what it can do for you. I picked out the things about myself that I love. So I love my eyes, I love my lips, I love my smile. And those are the types of things that I look to enhance. And so it's not worrying about, oh, I have, I have a big nose, or I have this, or I hate, And so I quit focusing on that, and I focused on the things that I liked about myself. And I was like, I'm gonna learn how to get really good at those things and enhancing those features on myself. So bringing out my eyes has been something that I liked, but I found what worked for me. So because I only wanted to give myself 10, 15 minutes to do my makeup in the morning, because I do my hair and other things, and want to spend time on getting in a good breakfast, like making a fresh breakfast in the morning, or spending some time in a devotional, or maybe going for a run, I'm finding what works for me in the time that I'm allotted. And so it hasn't been, all these crazy eyeshadows and stuff, but I found a way that I can feel comfortable and beautiful in enhancing those features that I do have that I want to focus on. So I'll tell you that if you're new to makeup or you've never done makeup before, just take it one step at a time. I would recommend, if you have time, to look up different videos online. That was really beneficial to me and really got me familiar with some of the different techniques or different brands that maybe I knew I wanted to try. And really just taught me that every woman has things about them that they don't like. But when you start to focus on the things that you do like about yourself, those flaws tend to just kind of go away. They tend to just not matter, So I will just encourage you that as you're starting your, if you are starting a makeup routine, or if you're in a makeup routine and it resonated with you, like, yeah, I really do use makeup to cover up stuff, don't, just take care of yourself. I get asked a lot of times, your skin is so beautiful, and I will tell you, I have problematic skin from time to time, but I find by what I'm putting on my skin, I developed a really good skincare routine, especially as I got into my late 20s and I started seeing the adverse effects of, tanning in my younger years and what that's done to my skin. But also like drinking plenty of water, making sure I'm taking supplements and getting in good foods that are good for my body, that are going to kind of radiate through my skin. It's absolutely true. I hope that you enjoyed this week's video and didn't think it was too boring. I know it's kind of a girly girl thing, but I really do enjoy makeup, and from time to time I've had people ask me, how do you do your makeup, or what do you wear? And I don't wear a ton, but I do find ways to kind of enhance my features, and I've learned to absolutely love to play with makeup. And so hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe, hit the like button below, subscribe to our blog, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We love to engage with people. Obviously Adam, my better half, is not in this video today, but he's typically in the videos and the vlogs on Sunday. And so without further ado, I'm gonna go cook up some steaks, and I think I need to run to I have a pickup at Target. I do have a pickup at Target. Anyway, we will see you guys later. Thanks so much. Bye.